Absolutely. Here's the fully detailed, immersive, and copyright-safe summary of One Piece Chapter 19, styled to ensure your audio narration crosses 3 minutes comfortably. It blends storytelling with character insight, keeping the Everything in One brand voice alive. Everything in One presents One Piece Chapter 19, The Mysterious Power. Welcome back to Everything in One, the place where epic stories come alive and legendary pirates sail beyond the page. Today, we're diving into Chapter 19 of One Piece, a chapter that isn't just about fighting, it's about purpose, courage, and quiet strength. Buckle up, because what's coming is more than a skirmish. It's a shift in the tide, a crash that changes everything. The chapter begins mid-chaos. Luffy, dropped from the sky by a giant bird, crash lands into a town already under threat. He's bruised but not broken, rising from the debris as villagers scatter in terror. The town is being raided by new pirates. But these aren't just any pirates. They serve Buggy the Clown and are here for revenge. Their leader? Moji the Beast Tamer, with his ferocious lion companion Richie, a creature so large and wild it dwarfs anything around it. They've heard what happened to Buggy, and they're furious. Their mission is simple: find Luffy, defeat him, reclaim honor. What they don't realize is, Luffy isn't just some upstart kid. He's a force of nature. Luffy's quiet resolve. Luffy doesn't speak much. He rarely does in moments like this. But what he does do is even more powerful. As he watches the destruction, the frightened villagers, the ruined homes, he takes off his treasured straw hat and gently hands it to a small child standing nearby. Hold this for me. It's important. That hat isn't just a fashion statement. It's a memory, a promise, his dream. And when Luffy hands it over, it's not because he doesn't care. It's because he's about to go all in. This simple gesture speaks volumes. It's a declaration. I will fight and I will win. Not for me, but for everyone here. The clash begins. Luffy versus Moji. Moji, clearly underestimating Luffy, unleashes Richie. The lion roars, towering above everyone, muscles rippling, eyes glowing. Villagers scream. Dust flies. Buildings tremble. But Luffy stands his ground. Then, with barely a warning, he stretches his arms and attacks. Gomu Gomu no pistol. The punch lands squarely on Richie's massive face, launching the beast backward in a heap. The earth shakes from the impact. Moji watches in stunned silence. He didn't expect this. No one did. Luffy doesn't taunt. He doesn't gloat. He just keeps moving. Every attack is precise, his rubber body twisting, dodging, rebounding. He's not just unpredictable, he's untouchable. Moji's own attacks are clumsy in comparison, wild swings and fire-based tricks that can't keep up with Luffy's rhythm. And with another barrage of stretching blows, Moji and Richie are both brought down, utterly defeated. The Straw Hat returns. After the fight, Luffy calmly walks back to the child still holding his hat. The kid, eyes wide with amazement, hands it back with both trembling hands. "You're amazing," the child whispers. Luffy just smiles, places the hat back on his head, and says, "Thanks." It's not about glory, it's about doing what's right. To the villagers, he's more than a pirate now. He's their hero. Elsewhere, Zoro's fight continues. Back at sea, Zoro is still locked in battle with Buggy's remaining crew. Wounded but unfazed, Zoro slices through enemies with cold precision. He's relentless. Nami rows the small boat nearby, watching from a distance. She's torn, half in awe, half trying to maintain her independence. She doesn't want to get close to Luffy's crew, but they're different. They fight for people, not just plunder. A seed of respect is quietly taking root. The bigger picture. With the battle over, Moji defeated, and Buggy's forces scattered, a shift has occurred. Luffy is no longer just a name whispered among pirate crews. He's becoming a symbol of rebellion, of strength, of something new. People are starting to see the Straw Hat not just as an accessory, but as a flag. Closing narration. Chapter 19 may seem small, but it carries weight. Luffy doesn't just defeat Moji. He shows the world what kind of pirate he is. One who protects the weak, one who treasures more than gold, one who, when it matters most, steps forward with a silent promise to never let fear win. This is just the beginning. The Grand Line is still calling, and Luffy is getting closer. For more breakdowns, more epic moments, and more pirate legends, stay tuned with Everything in One, where every chapter brings you closer to the dream. Would you like Chapter 20 narrated in this same style next?